Hello lovely people, welcome to my channel. My name is Sharon. So the energy today is we are stepping into unknown territory. This is what the fam are telling me at this time, and it's really important that we remember who we are and manifest through love and help each other out through these uncertain times. As we can see, we've got the owl coming in here for wisdom, and we also have a little chickadee here as well, and they are usually a sign of positivity and to remind us that we should go with the flow, roll with the punches, and take everything in our stride. Really, we have Archangel Mariel coming in, and she is saying manifest for the highest good, work with pure love. So as I always say, always remember, love is the answer to any question. Seek and ye shall find, they are currently saying to me. So if we're looking for, excuse me, if we're looking for the positivity out of life, then we're going to find it. If we are looking for the doom and gloom out of life, then we're going to find it. So the universe is a mirror. So whatever we put out, we get back. So it's really important at this time to remember who we are and step into that vibration of love. Love is the answer to any question. But we are traveling into unknown territory. The thing is, with the vibration of the planet at the moment, it is rising. It is. And the light is starting to take over. Hence why there seems to be so much more darkness on the planet at the moment. It's because there is a spiritual battle going on. There is a spiritual war going on. And it's because the darkness, the lower vibration energy, energetic frequency, if you like, is recognizing that they're losing. And they are, because the light will always win. And we will not be overshadowed by the darkness, even though it might seem like it a lot of the time. So always work in service for your higher good, for other people's higher good, for the planet's higher good. Beautiful colours. I love the pink and the purple in these cards. Absolutely stunning. It's very high vibrational colours. So this unknown territory card in particular is speaking to me, and it's saying that we might look like we kind of don't know where we're going, and it might feel like that, but we're being guided, and all we have to do, as this figure is doing, is follow the light, follow the truth of our hearts, because we know which way to go. And we have all the spiritual help that we could ever wish for. We are always protected. Let's see what else wants to come through. Let's have a look. Which deck shall we go for? Okay, let's go to the tarot straight away. So, similar to this card, I'm being shown the collective consciousness on a path, and we might want to think about it as the path to enlightenment, but my belief is that we are already enlightened. We've just been conditioned to forget that enlightenment. And this is Earth School, and it's an extremely difficult, probably the most difficult school in the universe, in the multiverses. But I can see us as a collective on this path. And some are in front, some are behind, some are dragging their heels as if they don't want to go. That's fine. Doesn't matter. Some are skipping ahead merrily. We're all going to get there. It doesn't matter how long it takes each individual soul, because it's not a race, it's not a competition. We will each get there in divine timing, and it's all about the divine timing of the soul. The soul has chosen this path. You know, we have soul contracts that need playing out. We're all leading characters in our own play, if you like. And Spirit saying that they can see people waiting in the wings and situations waiting in the wings to come in and assist us on our journey and to help us to learn. We are here to learn, period. And experience. This really is about sticking together. And really, even though we're going forward into unknown territory, where we're moving forward from up through the dimensions, we are living on a 3-dimensional planet, but our consciousness is rising now through 4th and 5th, and it will just go on and on and on and up and up and up, a rising consciousness. So this really is about sticking together and realizing that we are never alone. We are loved more than we could possibly know, possibly understand. One of the lessons for a lot of souls on this planet is to remember how to love unconditionally. It's not that we don't know how to do it. We've been conditioned to forget. And everything that happens on this planet, i.e. in the media, etc., is a distraction from the truth. Because we are only ever told half-truths. So as I always say, and I've said in many, many, many videos, and I say it to friends and family, because the fam say to me, my spirit fam, okay, it's fine if you want to watch the media. They say limit the amount of time you spend with it, but they're saying it's fine because I know quite a lot of people that can't live without live without knowing what's going on the planet. That's fine. But what they say is question everything. Question everything, because we are never told the full truth. We are never told the full story of anything. Question everything. And if you don't watch any news media at all or anything, that's great. That's great. Wonderful. Good for you. So let's see. What else wants to come back? So we are moving up this path, as we say, to enlightenment. As I said, it's not really enlightenment because we are already enlightened, but we are moving up this path of remembrance, if you like, remembering who we are and how powerful we are. It really is an opportunity to step into our power. We can see we have this fire igniting this figure over the third eye. So everything that we could ever possibly want to know, the answers to everything, are always within. Start to activate the third eye. Because when we do that, what's going to happen is we will start to have an understanding of what really goes on. We will start to have an understanding of why things happen the way that they do. keep questioning everything, but step into your own power. Look at the colours of these cards. I mean, the lavender, the pink, the red, the orange, the yellow, just beautiful, high vibrational colours of the higher chakras. They're drawing me to this blue colour as well. They're saying, keep your throat chakras activated as well as the third eye. Because they want more people to stand up and speak out. Speak your truth. Don't be afraid. We're always afraid. What they're saying is, we've created this culture of now being afraid to say anything in case we upset somebody or offend somebody. They're saying, why are we so worried about that? What is it that makes us fear that so much? Because if we're going around speaking our truth, and if somebody doesn't like it, then that issue is on them, not you, for speaking up, speaking your mind, speaking your truth. And if it's coming from the heart, and you know it's true and you know it's right, then there will absolutely never be any judgment. There is no judgment. We only ever judge ourselves. And the low vibration on this planet keeps sending us, they're showing me, they keep sending us these waves of fear, like all this nonsense and all the shenanigans that go on, as we know, from day to day. Low vibrational stuff, you know, people getting hurt, etc. Violent stuff, terrible. It's like waves of fear. What they're showing me now is, it's like we're getting thrown like flame, like all, I can't, how can I put this into words? Okay, they're showing me now the analogy of like flaming, like spears, if you like, and they're just throwing them at us all, at us as a collective, and we just keep getting pelted and pelted with like stones and rocks and all this flame and all this fear, and it's to keep us in a lower vibrational state so that we will conform to their control. I think it's time now that we really start standing up for ourselves. And I think with the upcoming Lionsgate portal, which is always huge on the 8th of August, the 8/8 portal, yeah, secrets and lies, things are always hidden. You know, what really goes on around the world is never shown to us. It's always hidden. There's always more going on beneath the surface than we know and than we could possibly understand. But spirits here, they are balancing the energies out, but we need to do a little bit of the work as well. They can't do everything for us. Always remember that it's a collaboration between us and spirit, because we are one consciousness. We are part of them and they are part of us. They're not separate from us. We are not separate from each other. That is what the lower vibrational energy want us to believe, that I'm separate from you and you separate from me. It doesn't work like that. We are part of the whole of the collective energetic frequency, and it's beautiful. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, okay, Sharon, so I'm not overly keen on being connected to a murderer etc. But the point is, we're all points of attention, we're all strands of frequency that is connected to the whole thing. So let's look at this moon card for a second then, okay? And let's just dive a bit deeper. If you imagine that source is the moon here, and it's the source of all love, it's the source of all understanding, all knowledge, everything, then us as a collective, okay, we would be strands of frequency that would come out from that moon in this case. Okay, so we are all connected to this, and we're just different points of attention, and we are all having a unique experience on this planet for what our own unique soul wants to learn and wants to understand and wants to experience, so that we can then go off and move on. When we transition to spirit, we never stop learning, ever. There is never a time when you did not exist, and there will never be a time when you will not exist. It just, you always have been, you always will be. And spirit are only ever in the next room. They're only a phone call away, or a hello. You know, usually most conversations start with hi, hello, don't they? If you don't know how to talk to spirit, when we transition to spirit, we don't suddenly sprout wings and a halo. That doesn't happen, okay? The essence is the same. And when spirit come back to visit us, they come back in the form that you know them. It's no good them coming back as a strand of light, which is essentially what we are, because we'd be like, who bloody hell's that? We wouldn't know who it was, would we? Okay, so when your loved ones transition, they come back in the form that you recognize them as they were in life. So we are never separate from anything or anyone. Like people say, oh, you know, get out in nature because it's healing. 1,000,000% nature is healing, because we are part of it. We are part of this planet, you know, and as a consciousness, we have created this. You know, when we think about it, everything that's ever been created or invented starts, where does that start? In the mind. It starts with a single thought, doesn't it? You know, whether you're inventing the next, you know, series of iPhone, whatever, doesn't matter. It's going to start with a thought. You have to think about it first. So, as we always say, what we think about, we bring about. But now it's really important that we start remembering that we need to look after each other. Okay, we need to stick with each other. Spirit can't do everything for us, unfortunately. They're just smiling at me now. I can see them in my head. My fam and the angels. And just remember that this is our power, you know. And if you want to see more, what they're saying now, if you want to see more, look with that third eye, because it's hidden. The truth is hidden, essentially, under the surface. So just tap in. They're showing me now with us as a collective, we're sat around essentially a campfire, and it's absolutely amazing, and we're all kind of in the meditative state. And they're saying, tell them, do you realize the power that we have as a collective? That if we all just stopped for 2 minutes, 10 seconds, and meditated on feeding this planet love, it would change everything. That's all it would take. It would change everything. But as I said, we're not all at that point yet, and it doesn't matter, because, as I said, we're here to learn and experience. And we all go through different experiences, some good, some challenging, some an absolute bloody nightmare, to be fair, you know? Absolutely. It's time to look out now. Stop focusing on the self and look out and see further afield now. And I'm not saying that we need to stop taking care of ourselves. That's absolutely not what I'm saying. But we need to see through a different eye now and start finding out the truth and come back to the collaboration with each other so that we can start understanding more the power that we have between us. Okay, another analogy that they're showing me now. Okay, they're saying I need to keep holding these cards up. Okay, so I do what I'm told. Okay, so you want all three? Yeah, they want all three. Okay, getting told off now. Sorry, there you go. So they're showing me another analogy, and I really like it. Okay, you know rubber bands, how stretchy they are and how easily they break when they're on their own. Okay, now I don't know if you've ever done this, but I did back in the day. You buy yourself a few hundred rubber bands, right, in a pack, and you start winding them around each other so that you get one of those rubber band balls. What they're saying is, look how strong that rubber band ball is when it's all together, when you're all together, when we are all together. Look how strong it is. Okay? When we're singled out, we're easily manipulated. We're easily stretched. We are easily controlled. It's what they want. I'm talking about the lower lot, okay? Lower vibrational lot. Call them demons, reptilians, whatever you want, doesn't matter, okay? They're a low vibrational, energetic frequency ruling the planet, okay? But we're not going to let them win because we are so strong. When we come together and look out, look, we've got like 2, 3, look at this. Got 3 of Wands, haven't we? And the 3 of Cups. Yeah. 3 of Wands, 3 of Cups. And the Ace of Wands. Gorgeous cards. Tune into that colour, they're saying. But they're saying, look what happens to those rubber bands when you all come together. That is absolutely unbreakable, that rubber band ball. And yet, you know, if you started peeling them off one by one, they would probably be overstretched and they'd probably snap easily. But when they're held together, that is unbreakable. That is what they want us to remember to do. That all together, we are absolutely impenetrable. I like that rubber band thing, analogy. It's good. I like that. Two of Pentacles. So we're kind of wondering which way next. Which way do we go? Well, they've just told us. Collaborate. Manifest for the highest good. Work with pure love. There we go. I've just been told to show that card again. It's absolutely imperative now that we focus on moving forward and stepping away from the fear that they're just chucking at us from every which way. It's all being hidden. The truth is hidden. Yeah, absolutely. And it's creating a hell of a lot of anxiety and stress. And all this low vibrational energy, it's just pecking at us constantly, chucking at us, you know, via the news, social media, newspapers, whatever. It's out there in internet land. It's out there. And as we said, that they're not saying to ignore it completely, because that's kind of worse. That's like burying your head in the sand. Okay, we can't do that either. Okay, there has to be an awareness, but question everything so that we can start then digging deeper and start breaking through that surface, because it is going to come out. It absolutely will. And all the information is going to rise to the surface, and it'll start bubbling and being shown like a you know, like a geyser that kind of bubbles in the surface and then shoots up. That's what it's going to be like. It's almost going to be like a kind of tidal wave of information. That's what they're saying. But we got to keep working on it. As I said, Spirit can't do everything for us, because if they could, there'd be no point. It's like, essentially, it would be like us cheating on an exam, wouldn't it? Your A-levels or something. Whereas, you know, the teacher is just going to tell you all the answers. Well, there's no point in that, because we wouldn't learn anything. So, which is exactly the same here and now. Okay, the teachers can't tell us what to do. They can only guide us, and through channelings and voices like mine, who are connected and allow their voices to speak through me, that we can get this information out there. We got to step into that power, because we're just giving it away. Like, absolutely. Look what's going to happen. Okay, so we've got 3 cards. We've got the Queen of Cups. Time to step into love. What did this angel card say? Manifest for the highest good. Work with pure love. Just step into love. Look at the power that this figure is creating. And it's just coming from love. Pure love. Nothing else is more powerful than love. We have the 7 of Wands and the Sun. Beautiful energy. So when we all come together, this is the result. This is absolutely the result. When we all come together. Joy, happiness, love, peace. The end of war, the end of fear, hatred, jealousy, rage, which are all strands of fear. You know, there are only 2 emotions, love and fear. I know which one I'm choosing. Which one do you want? I'm always going to choose love. And I'm sure if you're watching this video, then I'm sure you will as well. So let's choose it now. What they're saying is this really has gone on too long now. It's gone on too long, and it's time to make a change. And even though we're heading into the unknown territory, they've got our back. They're holding our hand. They are walking right beside us. And I'm talking about spirit, the angels, galactic fam. They're all with us, even our beloved pets in spirit. They're not going to let us fall. That's not going to happen. Move forward. Okay, I've just heard move forward fearlessly. But let's start now getting the ball rolling. Baby steps. So how do we do this? Okay. What we need to do is start raising our own vibration. As I've said in previous videos, once one goes, we all go. Okay, it's like ripples on a pond. It's like the ripple effect, the domino effect, if you like. And that really is when people say get out in nature to raise your vibration. It's the truth. Meditate to raise your vibration and tap in. Where is she? Here we go. Tap in to that third eye. Start seeing the truth and start understanding that stepping away from fear is not scary. It's just what we're used to. That's all. We've become so conditioned and accustomed to living in fear from day to day that we don't know how else to live. But let's just try it, you know? What can go wrong? Because this is going to come out. Okay, let's go for a different deck now. I'm feeling we've exhausted the tarot. So let's have a look at this one. And then I think we'll wrap this up for today. Okay. We have magic eggs, beginning something is exciting, and flying broom. I can let go of my mistakes. So always remember there are no mistakes, only lessons. And if you carry that with you through life, it will make it a little bit easier. You know, as I always say, if mistake or lessons have a name, they're probably going to be called my name, Sharon Swan. Yes, I've been round the block a few times with lessons, shall we just say. It's all good, you know, it's got me to this point where I am now. And if I look back to how I was 10 years ago, or even 2 weeks ago, I've changed. You know, we've all come a long way and we can't give up now. You know, we've come so far and we are so loved and so cherished and so exalted, to be quite honest, because the fam, they know how hard work this planet is and this vibration. And I don't believe it was meant to be this way. I believe it's kind of been hijacked halfway through the existence of the planet, if you like, by the lower vibrational energy that want to keep us controlled and stuck in fear, stuck in like a time loop, if like a kind of reincarnation loop, if you like, as well. So what they're saying is just remember, look out for each other. Don't think you're ever alone, because you are never alone. step out of fear's way and let it go past you. Say, bloody hell, what was that? Okay, fine. Just observe. Don't bury your head in the sand. Because the thing about ignoring things as well is not ideal. Because if we don't change, how are future generations ever going to change? Do we want to make it better? This planet for our children, children's children, children's children's children's? Do we want to make it better for them? If the answer is yes, then let's be those rubber bands and make ourselves into a giant rubber band ball that is absolutely impenetrable. I can see, actually, they're throwing all these flaming spears and everything, rocks and everything. It's just bouncing off us. We don't care. We're done with that. No, see ya. See you later. We don't care. Because we know that we're winning. The light will always overcome the darkness. That's just how it is. Okay, it's written. Okay, my lovelies. So that's all I have for today. I do hope you enjoyed that. And I hope, you find it interesting. I never tell, or me and the fam, we never tell anybody what to do or which way to go, because that is your own choice. Okay, so always remember that. Me and them, we can only offer guidance, insight, and hopefully these channeled messages you might find something interesting, or, it might make you think about something, and that's great. Okay, if you feel so inclined, then please like and subscribe to the channel. I would be really grateful. Thank you so much for watching. You are loved more than you could ever know. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I would like to thank my cards and the Spirit Fam and everybody listening to my voice. You have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.